Hey guys, today I'm going to do a review of two of my favorite everyday carry knives. I've done single reviews on both of them, but I just want to give my opinion on what I like. Uh, Newest one is the Gerber 06 Fast, this the civilian model. It's not auto. G10 handles. Fast is their forward action spring technology. Um, what they describe it as is a little nudge or whatever. The thumb stud. Some of them have a kicker on the back. You just push. I know CRKT does that pretty well, but Gerber has one also. You just push a little bit and it'll take over. Um, this one is not a lock back or liner lock. It's got this slide lock here. Um, it locks it closed, so if you got it down, you can't open the blade. It does come out a little bit, but it won't come out past that. You just flip that button up and push out, and it opens up pretty well. This is a hefty knife. I do like that. It's easy to hold in my hand. I mean, you see it. That handle fits through my hand, so it's a pretty good sized knife. G10 handles, so they're pretty good when they're wet. It does have a pocket clip. It is in a tip up carry, which I like, because when you reach in your pocket and grab that, you pull it out, you've got the knife ready to go. You don't have to worry about flipping it around. Like I said, very good knife. I do like this. Taking apart, cleaning it, it's a little more of a task, which I like. I like to take my knives apart, clean them on the inside, lube them real well. This one's a little tougher. Take you a little more time to do. Like here, your blade bolt, each side has a separate screw, and it's got a sleeve in the center. So you got to tighten one up, tighten the other one up, and it's just a hassle. I think that is my one complaint. It does have a lanyard hole in there, so if you do like attaching a cord to your knife to hold it, pretty good. And that pommel there, or I guess that's what you want to call it, is a glass breaker. So if you have to, if it's an emergency situation or something, put it in your hand and pop the glass. Pretty good. This knife is pretty hefty, but like I said, it'll make a heavy work knife, which is very good. So that blade's pretty hefty too. And I like Tanto because they are easy to sharpen. You've got two different cutting edges, so I mean, if you have one's a little more dull than the other, pretty good. I always like a serration on my knives, because if I ever handle rope or anything, it cuts pretty quick. You try cutting rope with a straight edge, and then try cutting with a serration. Look how much quicker you go through. Like I said, I really do like this knife. As you know, I'm not a big Gerber fan, but I'm starting to come around. Their tactical military knives are very good. And as you see, this one needs cleaned a little bit and does need sharpened. But yes, this is one of my favorite everyday carry knives. So if I'm at work, I carry this the majority of the time. My other one is my Kershaw Blur, the Tanto. It's super quick. I mean, deployment, you barely have to, I mean, it doesn't take much to push it. Once you push it, it pops right out. And I have pulled this one apart, and I have polished it, so it's a little better than what it actually came out of the package with. They originally came out with a Sandvik sandpaper type traction in here. This is a rubber, and I kind of like it a little better feel. It does give you some grip too. This is a little bit smaller than the Fast, the Gerber, and it's a lot lighter. This is aluminum handles, and I think it is a steel frame lock liner in there, liner lock, sorry. And this one is pretty easy to take apart, except for trying to get the spring line back up. It takes you a little practice to do. I've had a couple of springs break on me. I need to actually order a few, see if I can get some in there. This is easy to clean. It is a skeleton type design, so you could take like a Q-tip or something, go through there, clean that out. As to where this one's a little tougher to clean because it's got a solid back on there. So you can take a Q-tip inside of it, but the skeleton style is a lot easier. I could run that under water right now, rinse all that stuff out of there, and not be a problem. Like I said, I do like the Tanto, and this one kind of has a curve at the top. You kind of see that curves down, as to where this one more straight at the top. I mean, it has a little bit of curve at the point, but it's more straight. I kind of like the design of this one here. And as I said, everyday carry. I like the serrations. I like the Tanto. Easier to sharpen. I mean, I go 5 on each side. Here, 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 and here. Serrations I hit real quick. I got a little sharpener for that. And like I said, as far as penetration, I think Tanto does better. It cut a little better. So if that ever does come to play, you have to defend yourself, I would think this would be a little easier to use. Like I said, these things are great. I do like the liner locks. This slide lock system here is great too. I could do this one hand. I can close it, push the button up. I take that on my leg. I just kind of push it and it goes back in. So if I'm holding something or whatever, I can open these both with one hand. The liner lock I can close with one hand fairly easily. A little more easy than the slide lock. As you see, the blower is about the same size as the Gerber. Let's check out open dimensions. Kind of tough to open it. The Gerber's a little bigger than the blower. It's got a couple, maybe a half inch or so on the blower. But as far as if I'm going somewhere, just throw a knife in my pocket, quick, light, and simple. Thing's great. It does have 2 options to carry: tip up or tip down. I always like carrying mine tip down. They come tip up, or sorry, tip down, and from the factory they have the clip here. But it does have holes here. You can switch that. Like I said, I like being able to reach in my hand, or reach in my pocket, pull it out, and it's already here, as opposed to grabbing it here, having to flip the knife over and then open it. I can grab it ready to go, and all I got to do is flip it out. And this is made in USA, which is a big plus for me. And I got it at Walmart too, so that kind of helps. I got both of these at Walmart actually. Like I said, these are 2 of my favorite everyday carry knives. If you ever see me, I will have one of these, or one of these in a multi-tool or something like that. My Gerber multi-tools. So a stupid question to ask me is if I've got a knife. I've always got a knife. So these are the 2 I grab in a hurry. I used to carry a Swiss Army knife all the time. It was good, but I like having something with a little more heft. I don't always need a screwdriver or anything like that. I got a toolbox for that kind of stuff. But as far as if I'm ever going out or whatever, camping, you'll see me with one of these, definitely, more likely. So if not, then I found a new favorite. So I ordered a few more knives. I got, I think, 3 coming. So hopefully within a few days I'll have a couple more reviews for you. I'm at my uncle's house right now. I have a better internet service than I do at my house, so I'll probably upload a few videos while I'm here. But appreciate all the comments you guys are giving. Please feel free to ask any questions or comments some more. I do appreciate reading them. And I'll talk to you guys later.